Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. We have to make this intro pretty quick because I have a really annoying German Shepherd just staring at me and keeps banging on the glass. You being a pest? What are you doing? What are you doing? So today we are going to be getting back into the Evo. I'm going to pull the whole interior out. The rear seats are kind of already out. They were never put back in. I just threw them in the car when the car got towed back to my house. The front seats I got to pull off. I want to clean them as best as I possibly can. I don't know how clean they're going to get. And I don't want to get the typical Evo 9 seats, the black with the suede. I happen to really love the blue Recaros. Again, my goal is to keep this car original with as much as possible on the interior at least. I really don't want to go too crazy and swap out stuff and put in full cages and all this other shit. The car's gonna be a street car, so I don't really want to go too crazy with the interior. Now the exterior is gonna have little things here and there. It's not gonna be too over the top. I don't want I don't like the Varus or the Voltex kits and everything. I just think they're just too busy. I hate very busy cars like that. So we're gonna get going right away because this interior is trashed. I also want to try to get a gas jug to put gas in a car so I can kind of clean everything else up. I'll clean the engine bay up another day. I do want to power wash it. Not usually the best thing. I also have to put some stock parts on it because I need to get this car smogged. So I'm borrowing all those parts from my boy. He has like a bunch of stock parts, so put everything back to as stock as possible. I have to contact a tuner to see if he can load me up a stock mat. I don't know how this works. I know nothing about Evos or California laws because, well, California's a shithole state. I don't know why people like living here, even though it's actually a really nice state. It just ran like really shitty. We'll just say that. Anyway, yeah, so I want to get all the stock parts back on a car so I can get this thing smogged. I can get this thing registered and I can drive it around because I do want to drive it for the summer, so I don't have to buy another vehicle to drive around because the Jeep, well, it's not that great of a daily driver. It's nice, it's, you know, it's still comfortable-ish, but I just don't like daily driving or something like that, considering the fact that gas is like $8 a gallon out here. So without further ado, let's got my Bud Light Lime. Don't make fun of me because it's not an IPA. And we're going to get cracking on this, me and Hades. Alright, so first things first, we're going to clean up this interior in here. Just looking at how disgusting it is in here. Like, it's, I mean, you can see that's how the carpet used to look, and it just, honestly, it makes me not want this car anymore. How dirty it is. Like, how dirty, how shitty the previous owners took of it. Just how people just don't care. I mean, look. Like, they didn't even glue this down. They just shoved it into there and said, cool, it's good, wrapped. But for now, let's just wipe down the interior, wipe down all these door panels and everything. I do have my steam cleaner. I'm going to use to steam all the interior plastics and everything like that to try to clean them up as best as possible. And then we're going to tackle the seats. Okay, so I kind of got the carpet sort of vacuumed. This carpet is pretty much trashed. I mean, this thing is coming up. This is all wavy. You can't get this down anymore. It's just like, I don't know. This carpet definitely has seen better days. I'm probably gonna look into getting another carpet. They're like 200 bucks. Not OEM. I don't plan on getting an OEM because they're probably like 2,000 bucks. So yeah, so the next step is going to be to agitate the carpet. Basically, you just want to get a brush. I have like a little bristle brush I bought off from like Harbor Freight or whatever. And you just kind of just scrape through the carpet. You don't need to like scrape super difficult and like rough. You can just lightly scrape it, because the lighter you scrape, the less the dirt is going to like fly all over the place. So that's pretty much your next step. And once I do that, I'm going to go ahead and vacuum it again. And then after that, that's when I'm going to start steam cleaning all of these plastics and everything, because there is still dirt in the grooves. But your goal is to just wipe everything down, get the thick layer of dust off, and then you can hit it with the steam cleaner. So I'll just show you guys real quick what I mean by agitating. This isn't the best brush, but basically just gonna, that's all you're gonna do, just gonna brush it. And basically you're just agitating any dirt that's kind of stuck in from not cleaning the carpet after a while and stuff like that. So when I agitate it, this will bring it up to the surface, and yeah, you guys should be pretty good with getting a lot of the dirt out. This isn't really going to work, like I said, because these bristles are too soft, but like I said, this carpet is kind of trashed anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and do this. I'm not going to time lapse or anything like that. There's plenty of videos on there that guys that know how to detail way better. Watch one of their videos and they'll probably go into a little more depth. Alright, so I gave them a quick little vacuum. For some odd reason it's raining here today. I don't get it. It never rains in the summer in California, but I gave these a quick little vacuum, and I've noticed there's a lot of staining in here. There's a lot of staining in here. Up here, all these stains, none of those stains were there from the start. These are freshish stains. All of these stains, like all the way down here, all up here, all of that is stained. So now I got to spend an entire day just detailing these two. Overall, not happy. The rear seats, I haven't really looked at them. I think they're just dusty, but I don't think the body shop realized like this dust should not be in the car. That's why you have plastics and wraps and all of that, because you don't want this dust all over the car. Like that stuff, once it gets into the fabric, that's it. It's in the fabric, and now you have to spend all this time fucking getting it out. And they never did. They said they were going to, never did. So again, I'm not really happy at all. Nothing I can do now. All I can do is keep pushing forward and try and clean these up as best as possible. And I think I'm going to focus on steaming the interior, because for some odd reason it's dark and raining now. So I'd rather have light and put these out in the sun to see where the stains are and kind of mark everything out and map everything out, and go from there with the seats. Okay, so I guess where I left off was I was kind of cleaning up the interior. Got everything vacuumed. I cleaned up the seats. Oh, nice. They didn't secure this either. Sweet. Anyway, I probably steam them again to get them fully clean, because there's still some spots up here. I don't know if you can really see them because it's so bright. Yeah, there you go. So you can see like a spot there. These little spots, they did come out a lot once I steamed them, so I can always do that when they're in the car. I'm really just concerned about this. This fabric does not get clean, as you can see. It doesn't. It's just booty stains. So nothing I can really do about that. But I do want to get these seats back into the car. I want to get some gas into the car so I can move it out. So I completely forgot what I'm doing. If you could see the difference in colors, dark and then the ashiness. What I'm doing is hitting it with some back to black. It's probably not the best thing for a dashboard, but at this point, I mean, this thing was like disgusting. It was like really ashy. It's kind of like this, as you can see, all this this white. Now I don't know if that was like that from the start. I don't remember because it's been a while since I've seen this car. But I'm gonna hit it all with back to black and just kind of just clean it up and make it look nice and pretty. So as you can see, way better. Now this stuff doesn't really last that long, maybe a month or so, and it'll be back to ashy. In the meantime, I'll be honest with you, I do look for spare parts. So spare consoles, spare dash. If someone has a good one in good condition, I will buy it because I do want to restore this car. I'm going to be keeping it stock, so I want to keep everything kind of dialed in. I'll probably move these because I don't like these gauges. I'd rather have them kind of tucked right up over here. That's about it. That's it. I don't really want to go crazy with the interior. So I'm gonna do all the door panels real quick, and then I'll come back to you guys. I'll probably already have the seats in as well. I'm just gonna put the front seats in. I'm gonna show you guys the rear seats because they're trash too. And I'm gonna clean them up, so I'll give you guys a before and after, and then I'll just install them. They're pretty easy, they just pop into place. All right, so I'm not gonna show you guys the interior just yet. I wanna show you the rear seats. So these are in the shade, so it just won't pick up all the dirt, but you could see from this one, after the glare dies down, how dirty they actually are, like disgusting. And these were actually in really good condition. For some odd reason, there was an animal all over them, which means I mean, it looks like water spots or paw prints and stuff. So kind of disappointed in that, which means they were probably left outside at some point, and an animal decided, hey, I want to lay on top of them because they're comfortable. So I'm gonna clean these up real quick and vacuum. I'm not gonna degrease them or spray and grease the shit on them. I'm just gonna steam clean them, and then I'll let them air dry, and then we'll go from there. They should pop right in. Everything, I'm pretty sure, just slides in the bottom seat. You just sit on and it'll snap itself into place. Okay, so we're gonna let that kind of dry in the sun. I just realized that it's not as nice as I thought it was. Once it's dry, I can kind of vacuum it again. The suede is like really dirty in the center. So, I mean, I can have these reskinned. They can just keep the blue and then redo the Alcantara. Thankfully, I don't mind the suede being bad. It's the blue that I really want to keep clean. I'm gonna go ahead and do the back, and I'm not gonna film it. You guys get the idea. Steam clean, that's really all I'm using. I may hit this section with a little bit of degreaser and wipe it down and then steam it again. The back, we'll see what happens, but yeah, like I said, I'm not gonna record it. You guys get the idea. Whew, everything's in. It looks pretty good. I do have to get another belt buckle for the driver's side rear. I don't know where it went, so I have to either hit him up or have him just buy me a new one. Overall, everything looks pretty good. These rear seats couldn't get cleaned. Front seats are in. Man, this camera makes them look like even worse than what they are. I'm just gonna not focus on them. Dash is looking great. Everything's looking great. I gotta clean up the center console. I'm just sitting right there. So I'm just gonna dust that off real quick. Clean the suede off, which needs to be rewrapped. My main thing is keeping this the Recaro and in the blue. This can all be replaced, Alcantara and everything. All right, enough talk. Let me clean this thing up real quick. And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, the EVO now has a full interior. We won't go to the back. Still a little bit of adjusting and kind of cleaning up, getting things new. I'm going to be creating a list of kind of like OEM parts that I need, and then I have a list of aftermarket stuff that I'm going to be buying. I got to get this car registered still, like I keep saying. So I can take it to the Better Body shop and they can do any paint correction, paint the fenders, see how much it is to paint fenders and hood, and then overall just correct anything that I found, because I did find the driver's back door does not open from the inside, so they would have to fix that. So probably still looking at like another like $2 grand. But I'm going to end this video right here. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Stay tuned, because we do have more stuff for this EVO coming, and hopefully get this car on the road and drivable. But for now, I'm going to clean the Jeep because it's definitely filthy. Need all of you guys to stay hungry, stay humble, and I will see you guys on the next one. Later.
I swear to God, man, I'ma make it soon. Silence all the haters as they see us making moves. I do what I want, so I got nothing to prove. Staying